slash emergency bicycle bug out sort of video update. I didn't have my backpack on me. I thought I was not that close, but I was like this close to doing a like a bicycle bug out video where I put my bug out bag on, I jump on my bike, and I just go ride into the mountains. Actually, riding my bike from my house to a campsite, that would be a hell of a ride. Because once you get up into the hills, and actually I could probably ride my bike on the flat stuff until it gets to the hills, just hike up the hills. But anyways, good morning. This is LA Prepper. Went for a nice long bike ride yesterday evening, about 28.6 miles. About 25 of those miles, I was riding the bike. About 3 miles or 3.5 miles, I was pushing the bike because I got a flat tire. Now, you might be asking yourself, LA Prepper, don't you keep a spare with you? Yes, I do. I was kind of close to the house, but more importantly, my pump has a special little valve that I thought that I didn't have with me. Turns out, I was just looking at it, I do have the valve, that it's just secured onto the end of the pump, and I totally didn't realize it in the dark because I completely forgot the valve. I forgot the pump had this place to store the valve on it, other than where it goes in the tube. So, kind of walked back unnecessarily. Walked the last 3 miles unnecessarily, but, not a big deal. I was in a good mood. I'm not like overweight, but I could certainly use the conditioning, the endurance. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I feel a little bit like a goof having just figured out that they had the little adapter with me, but, I'm still glad I went out, got out of the house. Didn't see that much interesting stuff. Saw a few homeless people, saw a few women who might have been prostitutes, and I don't use that term loosely, but at any rate, saw some Dodgers fans, saw a lot of people coming home from work. Just trying to get some fitness, get out of the house. I was kind of restless on Friday. I always get restless before I have like a big chunk of time that's sort of unstructured for a variety of reasons. So went for a ride. Feel pretty good actually after the ride. Only thing that's bugging me is I got some numbness in my pinky, which apparently is like a big bicycle rider thing. So to be honest, I'm probably not going to try to go for any 4-hour bicycle rides because I would like my hands to work for a long time in the future. I'm sure I'll get some grips, and I need to adjust my riding stance and get a lifter for my handlebars and all this expensive crap that I'm just not trying to buy right now. I'd love some new front shocks. Be awesome. But get out of the house, get some exercise, get your fitness on. I don't normally go for 25, 26-mile bike rides. So this was kind of pushing myself a little bit. I didn't leave with a ton of food in my stomach. I didn't actually eat anything on the whole trip, and I certainly wouldn't recommend that. I just didn't have any food with me, and I passed a gazillion liquor stores and fast food places. I could have stopped off and gotten something, but I was just in like the machine mode where, sometimes I just get where I'm just like freaking Rambo, and I just want to go for like hours and just not stop. Partly because it's kind of fun, but also because every once in a while I just like to kind of push myself a little bit and test myself. And I really should be pushing myself physically like that a lot more frequently. And kind of shame on me that I've been using school as an excuse, especially considering I have a gym at school. A really nice gym. A gym with palm print access. So, no mark of the beast for me. I just do the biometric thing. But anyways. So number 1 point of this video, get some fitness going. Number 2, persistence. Persistence is such an important part of life. It kind of ties into fitness, ties into, me getting this stupid flat tire and having to walk my ass or thinking I had to walk or convincing myself that I should walk, or however you want to look at it. The last 3 miles to my house, it's not a big deal. It was warm. I was in a t-shirt and shorts, but it was like 90 degrees or 88 degrees yesterday in LA, so it was still super nice, like 75, maybe even 80 degrees as the sun set. In LA, in the evening between like 5 and 8, the wind kind of stops, so all the heat actually starts to sort of emanate, or emit from all the buildings and everything. So it actually, the temperature goes down, then it kind of goes up a little bit, and then the wind and the cool air kind of help after 8, 9 o'clock. So it was perfectly warm. I didn't even have any shelter with me because I could have slept on the street and pretty much been fine. But it would have been a little chilly, but not a big deal. So perseverance, when you're in the middle of a long hike or a long workout or just a long project, the more you can kind of plug ahead and turn your brain off, the more you think about, oh, what if I don't finish? And what if I don't do a good job? And all this kind of worrying, future tripping stuff. Just keep plugging ahead. You know, sometimes, sometimes life gets, sometimes, you get stressed or life gets you stressed or things are just so crazy. You can't really make sense of it. You just kind of, and even if you can, it doesn't necessarily make you feel any better about it. Sometimes you just have to show up for life, you know. Uh, it can be unpleasant, and if you're like me and you want to sort of, you're the type of person that's always trying to change your destiny and always trying to mold the world into like what you want it to be. Um, I'm not always trying to do that, but at least my immediate surroundings, I try to shape my future as much as I can. Um, like with this flat tire, I feel like in any other day, if I hadn't had just, been getting my endorphins and my adrenaline up for 4 hours, getting a flat tire like that 3 miles away from the house, oh, I would have been cursing and pissed and blood boiling and all this stuff. Just, damn it, damn it, damn it, you know? But I was, for whatever reason, I don't want to say it's uncommon for me, but I took it in stride. I was really centered. I just sort of, I was like, oh, I almost expected to get a flat tire. I mean, there's so much glass, and my front tire is a little bit old to where there's not as much rubber on the front to protect it. So, a good reason to maintain your stuff properly. But I was just chilling last night, just I felt proud of myself for kind of getting some exercise. And I just kind of said, okay, you got a flat tire, you forgot this stupid little fitting. Do better next time, you know. So attitude can help definitely, but and if you find yourself maybe being a little more grumpy than you have been as of late, or that you usually are, more grumpy than usual, burn some calories. Burn a lot of calories. Don't go for a 20-minute walk. Go for like a 3-hour walk. Like really just go out and burn some calories and burn some calories and burn some more calories. And if you want to burn more calories in a shorter amount of time, carry some weight with you. Put some ankle weights on. Put some boots on. Boots take a lot more energy to walk around in than regular shoes. Um, you'll feel better, even if unless as long as you're physically able to go out, get some exercise. I highly recommend it. And last but not least, test your preps. Um, Test your shoes. Test your clothes. Test yourself. You are your biggest prep. Like I wonder if someone's trademarked that yet, but we are all our biggest preps. So as much stuff as you have stacked in the pantry, if you're not in a place to where you can go, do a 4 mile hike or a 20-mile bicycle ride or even a 10-hour car ride, um, practice. Practice makes perfect. And if you're not practicing, you don't know what your potential is. Um, Having done this bicycle ride, if I needed to jump on my bike and ride to the ocean, I could. Am I trying to do it tomorrow? No. But I'm just going to kind of file that way. Like, in an emergency, your crazy ass can ride 30 miles to the beach if you had to. Or ride 25 miles and walk the rest of the 5. And still be in enough, you know, in decent enough shape to do something productive, you know, fill up some water or help somebody or who knows what. But so thanks for watching, guys. I know this is kind of a long video, but and I was gonna make it last night, but I was freaking exhausted. My lips were chapped and everything was aching, and I was in a good mood during most of the ride. But when I got home, I just started to get like, I gotta pass out. I'm so done with this night. You know, I've been walking home for 4 miles with a flat tire. I was kind of done with it. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I challenge you at least once this month in October to push yourself a little bit beyond your limits. And you might be surprised what you find out. Take care, and I'll see you next time.